Hi, I'm Ryan Hennigan with THX, and we're here this week at CinemaCon 2012 in Las Vegas, Nevada, the largest annual gathering for cinema owners and operators in the world. And this week we had a chance to talk to some of our THX partners as well as industry experts on the value of certification for the cinema.
The THX seal of approval is worldwide an endorsement that your product is of the highest standard. And Klipsch really began certifying their loudspeakers actually on the consumer side first, for home theater speakers. And because we use horns in our technology, it became a natural to move into cinema when we came back into the professional industry. So we right away designed our speakers around the THX standard so that they would be THX approved.
THX has some specific specs that we have to meet, and so we look at those specific specifications: coverage, distortion. We try to tailor them specifically for THX. It gives us an extra measure of quality and reliability, so it kind of keeps us on our toes.
What does THX mean to you as a cinema owner?
Well, the foremost thing that it says to us is quality. We're fans.
You were telling me earlier that you built the Archiplex Theater from the ground up. Can you tell me about that process and where you involved THX?
Well, THX got into play very early because we in the beginning we already had an idea that we wanted it. We try to provide a more personal service to our customers and also as diverse as possible programming, and this in cooperation with the highest quality we think we should provide to our clients. You're almost obligated to your customers to provide the best thing possible, and if you're going to start building it from scratch, why not include it? It really sets it apart.
Our THX engineers talk about the 4 pillars of certification, one of the main pillars being calibration of the system. Can you talk a little bit about what that means for a THX certified cinema and then how acoustics plays a role in that?
Right. Well, THX has always insisted on following international standards, some by CINDI, SMPTE, ISO, and such like that. And so what we've done with the D2 analyzer is to follow those as closely as possible and also make very high quality and repeatable measurements so that when people go into the field, they know that they've got accurate data, repeatable data, and data that can be translated into report form that easily digested by the people who pay the money for the testing. The ultimate goal is that you want the sound to translate from the dubbing stage where the mixer did his work to the theater. So this is the most accurate way we know of to make that happen.
You're basically our go-to guy in Latin America for when a client that either owns a cinema or a studio wants THX certification. You're the guy we call to go in there and work with those clients to make sure they abide by our standards.
For me, I think it started 12 years ago when I was working with Dolby. I had the opportunity to be working with THX 3 times for the studios that was going to be certified for THX. There could be customers that know a little bit, don't know a little bit, or know wrong things. So I think they had the chance and we had the honor to explain better what is THX, what is the requirements, meaning what they need, what they can do with a THX certified studio.
Harman is responsible for brands like JBL and Crown, both who manufacture products on the THX approved list, which go into THX certified cinemas. Can you kind of tell us how that relationship started and where it has gone today?
Well, the original relationship with THX started at the beginning when Tom Holman was responsible for developing the THX standards. And actually Harman and JBL first worked with him with the 4675 speaker system, which was actually the first THX approved speaker. So we've been there since day one. When we start a cinema speaker, I could speak especially for like a screen arrays like those behind us here. And we know that we want to use a 90 by 50 high frequency horn. There's certain crossover points we want to reach, and we know what, of course, the THX standards are. You know, we're very knowledgeable about that. And same with the subwoofer systems or the surrounds. And so we build those systems to start with, and then we test them in our testing facility to that standard, even before we would submit them to THX for certification. It's very different for amps, but like if you took the Crown DSIs, that's the only THX approved amp that has a THX approved crossover in it. So we knew from the beginning this would be a big advantage.
Can you name some prominent venues that feature the JBL and the Crown products?
Well, of course, there's the Chinese Theater in Hollywood, which is world famous. The Cinerama Dome in Hollywood, the Empire Leicester Square in London, which of course is where they do a lot of world premieres and such. They're all THX major venues around the world.
Thank you, Chuck. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So this is Ryan Hennigan from CinemaCon 2012 signing out.